Hey everybody, for my birthday we're headed to the St. Louis Zoo here on May 11th, and we just stopped at Walmart to grab some stuff. We got a soda for the trip, we got our cheese, got our sunscreen, and we're heading up there now, and we'll be in there in about 2 hours. See you there. Just made it to the zoo. We just parked. We're on our way in now. Well, on our way to the front anyway. Yeah, I'll show you around what I can. So you guys can see this is the entrance to the zoo here. You could see my excitement in that last clip. But this rock, they have a lot of little sculptures on it. They had a thing called Animals Aglow. We have lanterns all over the zoo. First thing we saw was some ducks and the flamingos. Beautiful animals. If you don't know, they're pink because they're diet. They're not born pink. But they have this massive lake there in the middle of the zoo. They have the grizzly bears were out. I didn't get any videos of them. That was my bad. But there's some pictures. Figured you guys would enjoy seeing them. They had the penguins out. This is an outdoor enclosure that you see here. And then we go inside. And here you see them swimming around. It's an open top enclosure, which is really cool. It's really cold. Smells like fish in there. But you can see they're beautiful. These are emperor penguins. As well as another, I don't remember the exact species. But this was an awesome one. It was pretty warm that day, so it was nice to get in there and get in the cool air. And then you can kind of keep going through. You kind of hear that one crowing or screaming. And then when you go through, this is the other side. You have the other species of penguins they have. Both sides are connected to an underwater tunnel. And these are the, I don't remember what they're called. Puffins, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, this is you go to the next room, and this is what you see. Another big cold water area, and they get right up to you. They don't want you to pet them, but you know, it's always a cool experience. This was the polar bear. This was an indoor area where you could see into the enclosure, and then they had a couple outside viewing spots, but this is the only one I recorded that I remember. But he was really cool. Massive polar bear. And you can see he's just enjoying himself. Staying cool in that warm day. Crazy how big they are. It really is. And then we got to the gorillas. I have a couple clips from them because they have several viewing spots, and I could only get a handful of half decent videos of them because of how far they were from me. But these were silverback gorillas. These were absolutely gorgeous animals. There's the big male there in the back. Some young ones. I apologize for tilting the camera. I didn't realize I did that. But yeah, so that was really cool. Yeah, there's the big one. That was the biggest gorilla they have in that enclosure. That one was just eating out of a little basket they had hanging there and playing with stuff. They didn't seem to mind us through the glass too much. They just kind of kept to themselves. There's another angle through a fenced area. And then there's the big 1904 aviary that was at the World Fair. This is where the zoo actually started. And I'm going to do an entire walkthrough on this video. So you see they have several ducks. They have a pond in there. It's fully enclosed. I don't know what all animals or all birds they have in here because it's primarily just birds. I'm sure they have fish and stuff too. But yeah. So they have this nice big pathway that you can walk all the way through it and you can kind of see every aspect of it. Those two birds there are actually a mating pair, and they were building a nest, which you'll see later on. They're carrying a stick. One of them is. But they have these little, stand-up things to show you information about the wetlands and stuff that are found where they're found. Beautifully laid out. This nice, wooden deck. It might even be a PVC deck to make it last longer. But, very swampy, very beautiful. You can see the pathway there on the left side goes all the way over there. I believe there's yeah, that duck there goes under the bridge, which was super fun to see him come out the other side. Just paddling along. There he is. I love seeing animals displaying their natural habitat or their natural behaviors in their habitats. Beautiful art pieces, informative, plaques and stuff. People who've donated to help out to build those enclosures and get them set up how they are today. Obviously, I doubt this is how it looked when they built it in 1904. I'm sure they've done a ton of renovating, but still, one of my favorite places to be in the zoo is this aviary because it is just beautiful. Really makes you appreciate the wildlife that exists in places that you don't ever really think about. Like I think that's a crane there. There's a spoonbill. Kind of a pink spoonbill too, which is weird. More artwork and... Yep, there he is. There's the one carrying a stick, going off to build his nest. Just all proud. He is so proud of his stick. Here's some wild hogs. I guess not wild anymore. But I don't remember what exact species it was, but amazing animals. This giraffe was eating right in front of me. If you don't know, they're called reticulated giraffes. Amazing animals. I wanted to pet him so bad. I had to fight the urge. There's one over there eating out of the tree. You got your zebra enclosure, which is cool. There's the ocelot, I didn't know they even had that one. Bigger than I expected for an ocelot, but still not one of the big cats. See, there's one of the tigers. They have two tigers. They no longer have lions, unfortunately. That's the best I could do. He was hiding up under the ridge. There's the other tiger. That's in the lion enclosure. I think that was a crane of sorts. I don't remember. The frogmouth was one of my favorite birds. I've always wanted to see one. I'm glad I got to. That was a pheasant. I don't remember what kind of pheasant. I don't know the names of everything. Oh, there's a kookaburra. But I don't know the name of all of the birds. Reptiles are kind of where my niche lies. That's a sloth enclosure. He's up there in that basket. I get a couple video or pictures and videos in here. This is the middle there is all one sloth exhibit for two different sloths. You can see him there sleeping. I believe that's a two-toed sloth. There's one side for the male, and then there's another side for a female. Here's some lemurs, which they have a massive indoor enclosure. They do have outdoor enclosures, and we never got around to those, but I'm kind of giving you a little view of what the inside of the primate house looks like. And it looks really cool. I love their layout. I really do. It looks nice. They do a really good job with designing the indoor enclosures as well as the outdoor. I should have got a video or at least a picture of the outdoor enclosures, but I didn't get around to it, so I apologize for that. That's on that part of the tour is not on here. That's one big enclosure there on that left. And here's the stingray petting area, which this is also one of my favorite parts, because when you can interact and pet animals that you don't get to interact with very often. And me being from Missouri, we don't have access to an ocean, so getting to do this is awesome for me, because this is about 2 hours away from my house. So this is really fun. This is a cool thing I get to do every now and then. So this is a blast to me. And they do have sharks in here, which you'll see here in a minute. They have bamboo sharks. And they do have a leucistic one that I did not get a video of, but I caught a glimpse of its tail, but it refused to come out from under the waterfall. But I love these cow-nose stingrays so much. They're beautiful. And they're so graceful in the water. And they come up to you like cats. It's crazy. I love it. I love it so much. Sometimes they don't, but they will. If you sit there long enough, you will have several. that will come up to have you pet them. I paid $5 to get some food to feed them, and I showed a couple kids how to feed as well. There's one of the bamboo sharks. This one was super calm. It didn't move. It let me sit there and pet it as long as I wanted to. The skin feels like real soft sandpaper. It's really interesting. It feels like really fine grit sandpaper. And this one was kind of chunky, so this one could have been pregnant. I don't know. I didn't even ask. I should have. But you can see the water rippling real bad. That's because it was near the waterfall. So this is the insect house, and I don't know if I got a lot of videos or pictures in here. So here's the entrance. You can see they have, a couple small enclosures off to the left. And then off to the right, they have some more enclosures, talking about showing different insects from the world. There's desert ones. There's shrimp in that little sphere. There's household insects, tarantulas. They have centipedes, millipedes, all sorts of spiders, which is amazing to me. I love spiders. Some of these, you're not going to be able to see the animal because I tried finding it and I couldn't, and I just never cut the video. Here's a picture of a video of wasp nests. Here's a golden... No, those are locusts, I believe. Yeah, those are locusts. A wasp nest. Golden orb weaver. Death head cockroaches. Nice big sculpture of some earthworms. Dung beetles. Yep, those are dung beetles. As we move on here, we go to... those are hide beetles, I believe. And then soldier fly larvae. They have this beautiful reef tank inside the insectarium. Again, apologize for turning the phone while I was recording. I will try to do a much better recording of the next time I go. But regardless, beautiful all alive coral, beautiful fish. There's another tarantula. They have a thing above this enclosure that shows you the difference between tarantula fangs and true spider fangs, which is really cool. Let's see, there's another Brazilian black knee. Gorgeous spider. Another tarantula. Amazing enclosures. I want one of these for tree frogs, but they have them for walking sticks. You can see it there in the middle of the screen. Several up top. They have a bunch of them. I think these still technically count as walking sticks, but they look like leaves. I think these are, unless those are mantises. I think these are mantises. Mantises. These are, I think these were some sort of beetle, obviously. Dead leaf mantis. These are super cool. Some of them are so hard to tell between an actual dead leaf and an actual mantis. Love seeing them. Let's see, what one was this? Oh yeah, the giant stick insects. These guys are super cool. There was a lot of them. You can see them all over the enclosure, especially when you look up there in the corner, just a bunch of them piled together. A beautiful quilt. This is a really cool ant enclosure, so ants can climb all across that vine to go collect food to bring back to the nest. And it was really, really cool. They've had this since I was a kid. It's one of my favorite things inside the insect house because you can see all the coordination that comes with ants. And it's just amazing. You can see kind of the behind the scenes behind it, but they were talking about how they keep them inside and stuff. Let's see, what was that? I think that was the hyenas or the painted dogs. I think it was, yeah, painted dogs. Yeah, that's the painted dog enclosure. Really cool animals too. Love those guys. They are beautiful animals. I don't remember where they're indigenous from, but they are amazing. The white rhino was there. That's all we could see of it, was its butt through the leaves. So there you go. The hippo enclosure is amazing too. A massive watering hole. Two amazingly beautiful hippopotamus. And they normally have a ton of cichlids, but I'm assuming they've either eaten them or other things have fished them out. You can see a couple in there, but they usually have way more. So, take what you can get, I guess. So, but these guys were really cool. And there you can see them, running past. The cheetahs were in a spot that was hard to record. This cheetah just had cubs, I believe, not too long ago, like either last year or the year before. So this is really cool. But they didn't do much. These are the dwarf mongoose, and they were just all over the place. They were running through the tubes, coming out of the ground, out of their little hole. That's a king cobra statue, and I've been getting pictures with that since I was a kid, and I love it and I want it. There's a monitor statue. I want that too, because I like sculptures of animals as well as the animals. Here's one of their elephants. Now this enclosure may seem small, but it's really not. This is their new red panda enclosure. I couldn't find it, but this is like 10 times the size of the old one. So here's the other elephants they have, or at least some of them, because they have quite a few. They have this nice natural water that they can drink from, really nice looking waterfall. And here's the other side. You can see them eating. All three of those enclosures are connected that you've seen in all three of these videos. So they have the ability to interact between each other. This was a huge aquarium they had past the elephants on your way back out to the rest of the zoo, where they have gar, they have pacu, they have sturgeon, they have all kinds of really, really cool fish, and it's just monstrous. This is the sea... No. Maybe? I think this is a sea lion enclosure. Sea lion / seal. So you can't see him. There's one of the seals. I think it's a leopard seal. Super beautiful. You can see this art piece going down into the underwater area, because you can go down. There's a tunnel here you're about to see, actually. One of my favorite additions they've made in the last 10 years was this tunnel. It is beautiful. Now, this is the least active I've ever seen it. Usually there's, sea lions and seals going all over the place. There's a seal going. And they're usually all over the place. And it's a lot of fun, very immersive, and it's just super, super cool. It can mess with your eyes if you're in there too long, but it is a very cool experience. I highly recommend it. The Reptile House Historic Hill information, if you could pause it to read that. And here's the Herpetarium. This is one of my, if not my favorite place in this entire zoo. So you can see here Jamaican iguana. I may not see all of the names, but let's see. Do I find the iguana? I don't. Oh, yeah, there he is. Moving on. Oh, I guess I missed that name tag. Puerto Rican boa. Oh yeah, that enclosure was empty. I never found the boa. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember ever spotting it. A lot of these are gonna get close up, like really close up, and you're not gonna see an animal because I couldn't find it. I don't remember what snake that was. Jamaican boa. Okay. Let's see. Did I find that one? A lot of them are very hard to spot most of the time. Oh, there he is. Yep, you can see him in the shadow up there. Very cool. Very cool. The Mengshan pit viper. One of, if not my favorite pit viper of all time, is this viper here. I want one so bad, but I am not ready for venomous snakes yet, but I want one. So bad. The prehensile tail skink. Beautiful animal. I would love to have that in my zoo. The McCord's box turtle. Amazing. I love this enclosure, by the way. This paludarium style enclosure. Topping over here to another middle enclosure. The Cuban anoles. And they had several. Let's see if I... Yeah. There's a good one right there. Yeah. And there's another one. Beautiful anoles. They really are. This is the Fly River turtle enclosure, which you'll see up close later because I go downstairs. There is a second level downstairs. The Kiki poison dark frogs. Beautiful frogs. And I've never not seen them. They're there pretty much every time. The Puerto Rican crested toad. I don't think I saw that one. I don't think he was... I think he was out, but I don't think I ever saw him. Sri Lankan green pit viper. Another beautiful snake. And that's a vine. Oh, there he is. Yeah, gorgeous animal. There's the downstairs, which I'll show you that after this. The Central American boa. You can see his head there, but I think I get a better view of him from the downstairs, actually. Because I recorded the downstairs first, technically. The Mandarin rat snake. My favorite rat snake of all time. Beautiful pattern. That's one that I do intend on getting still. The southern cantil. Another, it almost looks like a copperhead, but they are beautiful. Well, so are copperheads, but again, beautiful. The West African gaboon viper. My second favorite viper of all time. Let's see. I know we found it. Oh, I guess not. Eastern. Yeah, Eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Beautiful animals. Rough scale pythons. Let's see. I don't remember seeing that one either. Some of them were very hard to spot. They were hiding really, really well. Central American Bushmaster. I usually have no problem spotting these guys, but this time I don't think I found him. And I looked. I even, after I recorded and finished recording, I went back and looked, and I still did not find him. Let's see. The splendid leaf frog. Oh, I love these guys. I love frogs so much. And they are not even my favorite animals, but I just love seeing the different varieties of frogs. There's one. Oh, let's see. So we move on to the next enclosure, which is the king cobra. They do have a king cobra. I have never seen him like just moving around. He's always hiding or coiled up somewhere or just sitting. He's never doing anything, which I think is not uncommon for them. I think you can barely see him right there. That's where he was, and that is where he was the entire time I was in this reptile house. The Andean marsupial frogs. These guys are amazing too. There they are. There's one in the back. Feel free to pause to check any of these out. The late Titicaca frog. These were fully aquatic frogs, and they are amazing. I think those are the ones that give birth through their backs, but I could be wrong. The tentacled snakes. These are super, super cool. I want some, but I don't know how to take care of them, so I will not get them until I can and know for sure. But they are so hard to find sometimes. They look just like sticks. It is insane. And usually they have like one head poking out so you can see its tail wrapped around there. Usually you can see their head sticking out of the water with their tentacles, taking a breath. But I didn't see that. They were all under the water. So it was very hard to find. The Rio Pescado frog. I didn't read that fast enough. Let's see, did I ever find one? I don't think I did. Oh, wait, yeah, there's one. Tiny little frog right there in the center of the screen. Moving over here to this side. The leaf-tail gecko. Giant leaf-tail gecko, mind you. They are pretty good size. You can see them. They're stretched out pretty good. And I think there might be one on the actual branch, but I didn't look close enough. Blomberg's giant toad. Yes, big toad. Beautiful patterns and colors. I love them. I love them so much. I'm trying not to spoil the Komodo dragon, but this middle section has multiple enclosures in it. So you can see here, that has a giant softshell turtle, and there is another giant softshell turtle on the other side that you're looking in that enclosure there. There's another one. I think I can see its head there, but it was a lot more hidden than that first one. Moving over here, this is the reticulated python. The longest snake in the world. Beautiful natural pattern. One of my favorite snakes of all time. For sure. Beautiful animal. Not a very big one, but... And here's the Komodo dragon, Charlie. The newest addition to the Charles H. Holsell Herpetarium. You can see him there in the log. And I have a better video of him. I really do. I don't remember if I added it to the end of this video or not, because I recorded this like 2 weeks or a week after I edited this video together. So, we're both going to be surprised. African rock python. Let's see. Did I ever find him? I don't know if I did. I don't think so. Nope, I didn't. Never. He wasn't out. Moving on over here. The timber rattlesnake and a box turtle. The timber rattlesnake I never found. I think his head is poking out from underneath that stood up log there to the left. But I could be wrong. There's a gecko in there. which was a surprise. I forgot to tell someone about that. Oh my god. But there is a box turtle in there. I never found it though. The people next to me said they found it, but yeah, that's the snake. That's the head. He was hiding completely under the log, and that was just how that was. But yeah, there was a gecko in there, and I don't remember. There was no signage saying that he should have been there, so I don't think he was supposed to be. He was. So I meant to tell somebody about that, and I forgot. That's my bad. If I go back up there anytime soon and it happens to still be in there, I may mention it, but I'm sure they'll find it by then. This is the Ozark Hellbender enclosure. Beautiful enclosure. Can almost never find it. It is so elusive in this enclosure that I have only ever seen it once, and I've been to the zoo probably 30 times. It is so hard to find in here. I have barely ever seen it. And I think it's because they have a lot of flat rocks. The Western Cottonmouth. These are native here, and they are beautiful and extremely dangerous, but amazing looking snakes. Pygmy rattlesnake. I guess their signage got broke or something. Did I ever find the pygmy rattlesnake? I don't know if I did, because they're very small. I think that was the bull snake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the bull snake. Let's see. Boland's pythons. One of my favorite pythons. They are beautiful. They have this nice shimmery iridescence to them. The Guatemalan jumping pit viper. Beautiful patterns, beautiful colors. Let's see, did I find that one? I must not have. No, it was hiding too well. So the Eastern Hellbender and the Mississauga rattlesnake. Going to the rattlesnake first. Yep, there he is. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. And the Hellbender, again, is very hard to find. I don't know if I even saw it this time either. Hellbenders are so hard. The Lesser Sirens and a salamander of sorts. I didn't catch that. I think it's a cave salamander. Never saw the salamander, but I did see the sirens. Because the sirens off to the left side of the enclosure. Yep, there they are. They had a couple. So I love seeing the sirens. They're really cool. I love them. Palm pit vipers. I'm sorry you're looking at a wall. Let's see. I don't remember the names of both of them, but there's the palm pit viper, which I don't see. I was looking all over, up top, up below. This one, I believe we did spot. Yep, there it is in the back. I don't remember what that was again. The Rowley's palm pit viper. Okay. Stepping over here, we have the rock rattlesnake and the horned pit viper. The rock rattlesnake, I love that pattern. That is an amazing pattern. And then the horned rattlesnake, you can see those little horns poking up. Those are amazing animals. The Sheltopusik, legless lizards. This one was moving, which was super cool. I think I actually come back to it in the recording because I saw another one up top that I forgot I didn't catch. Longnose pit viper, lancehead pit viper. See, there's a long nose. See that little nose protruding out the top. That's amazing. There's that one. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous animals. It's always nuts to me. See, spider tortoise and island rattlesnake. So spider tortoise is one that I really want to get. And there's the island rattlesnake. They almost look like diamondbacks, but they're lighter. See, back to the Sheltopusik, because there's that one, and then there's one up top. Yep. I love them too. Moving on to this one. Blunt nose viper. Very pretty snake. Kind of dull colored, but I get it. The black mamba. One of the most feared snakes in the world. And it was stretched all the way out. It was a beautiful sight. It stretched all the way across the enclosure. It was almost like posing for me. It was amazing. The Caspian cobra. One of the only venomous snakes they don't have an anti-venom for at that zoo, if anywhere. Unfortunately, I don't know if I... Oh, yeah. No, there he is. No. Oh, he's in the back. Okay. He's kind of a black cobra. Beautiful snake. They do not have an antivenom. This is the puff adder. Amazing animal. I love his patterns too. Armenian viper. There he is. Almost looks like a pygmy rattlesnake a little bit, but moving on. You got the Aruba Island rattlesnake. I love the golds on these guys. They are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous rattlesnakes. Let's see, did I ever find one? I don't think I did. Oh, yep, there he is. He was coiled there, back there by that cactus. Central Plateau rattlesnake. Not very big, but beautiful patterns regardless. I love how they look. The Oscillate Mountain Pit Viper. These guys are absolutely amazing. I love the orange and blacks. The contrast of their patterns is amazing to me. Let's see over here. I think these are the Mexican beaded lizards, which I think they're off to the right of the enclosure, if I remember correctly. Yeah, at least there's one. And then moving back over to the center, I believe, you have your giant African pond turtle, which you can see down there on the right. And then you have your alligator snapping turtle up down there underneath that ledge. And I want to say there was another alligator snapper in that left pond area, but I don't think I saw it that time. So they might have traded that off or rehomed it. Komodo dragon, video up top. Let's go back over here. The black-breasted leaf turtle. I love these guys too. They blend in with the leaves so well, and I love it. Chinese crocodile lizards. These guys have the back patterns of alligators and crocodiles, and it is an amazing thing for me to see. I really like the way they look. They look amazing. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. I don't remember what his name was, like what he was. Tokaran pit viper. Beautiful animals. Another beautiful viper. The mountain viper. And that is all the way around the upstairs of the herpetarium. Now to the downstairs. There's the dwarf caimans, which were absolutely amazing. I think they had two. This is just kind of a look around of the downstairs. Not a very big area, but they have the dwarf caimans. Then they have their giant tortoises, the Galapagos tortoises, Aldabra tortoises. I think they have the yellowfoot tortoises in the next enclosure, I believe. I think this was actually before I decided to record the name tags, but they only had one, and you can see it got all muddy. Over here, they have a monitor. I don't remember. I think it's the Gray's monitor, which I didn't see him this time. At least I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I did not. And usually he's like right up on that ledge basking, and he just was nowhere to be found. So in this enclosure, there's another monitor. No. Another beaded lizard. This one is... They just put cichlids in this tank with the Central American boa. The Central American boa is right there. Yeah, got a better view from the downstairs. And there's the stairway up to the upper level. Over here is the pig-nosed turtle, or the fly river turtle. And they had a picture of the tomostoma on there, but they do, or did, have tomostoma. I don't think they do anymore because I didn't see them. But then you move over here, they have a black tree monitor, which I don't remember if I saw him, because they're one of my favorite tree monitors, is the blacks. The black tree monitors, to me, are one of the best looking ones. The only ones that look better are the blue ones, in my opinion. The lesser Sunday's python. I don't remember if I saw them either. Usually the snakes in those like real tall enclosures are hard to spot. The one that has the Central American boa used to have a green anaconda that passed away of old age several years ago. Oh yeah, so here's Charlie. He came out of the log and came over to get a drink and hang out. Beautiful, beautiful animal. This is my favorite reptile of all time. The Komodo dragon is an animal that I wish I could keep in captivity. I would dump so much money to have one legally, because I would not do something illegal, but like take them out of the wild or anything like that, because I would hate to feel like I'm at risk of losing them. So I would dump so much energy and money into it. It's not even funny. But beautiful animal. So we go outside. Here's the prairie dog enclosure. This was on our way out. We decided to just stop and check out a couple of enclosures. The orangutans, we should have seen them by the gorillas. Alright, so we just left the zoo. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Arguably one of my longest at this point.